Hello, welcome to L.O.T.S.
I'm Johnny Q.
And I'm Kinea. L.O.T.S represents lies,
Opinion,
truth,
and substance.
yes. And we're bringing you this lovely podcast, which is on Global Vision TV and is powered by Status Network. We are on Instagram, L.O.T.S _podcast. We're also on Facebook, and we're developing our YouTube so everybody can watch. How are you guys today? And how are you, Johnny Q?
Pretty fair.
Pretty fair?
Yeah, pretty.
How was your week?
It was cool. Got a chance to go over some topics I wanted to talk about today. What about you? How was your weekend?
My weekend was crazy. It's one of my topics today. How I'm feeling emotionally, inside, mentally, the whole 9 yards,
So it sounds exciting.
Yes, it's very exciting. I feel like a new person.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I feel new.
Oh, wow.
I feel very new, very goddamn brand new.
Anytime they say a woman feeling new, that means got a little hanky-panky?
No hanky-panky, just life situations.
Oh, okay. Is it growing?
Yes, growing as a human being.
Growing as a human being, okay.
Growing as a beautiful black woman. Growing. Yes.
Okay. Well, guess what? We got a lot of people gonna need to do some growing.
Right.
After what I seen some of these things through the weekend.
What have you seen?
Oh man, well, we're gonna get to it in the topic. But
okay.
Boy, through the topics,
okay.
Man, we failing as a whole.
As a society?
Definitely as a society. I don't care if you're on the Eastern Hemisphere, Western Hemisphere, Northern Hemisphere. Yeah, we failing.
Okay.
Bad. Horrible.
Okay.
But I understand we're doing what we can because you can only work with what you're given.
Right.
And what you choose to go out and get.
Right.
But man, it's just...
we're failing in a hole.
Oh man, as a whole, oh boy, horrible. But I think we're going to get it right though.
Okay. What are some of our topics today? What are your topics? Oh, mine's is a reset.
Reset. Oh, okay.
That's one of my topics.
That's one of the topics?
Woke.
And woke.
The meaning of the word woke.
Gotcha.
When people say you're woke.
So what's the part of the reset?
When you reset your mind and your body to adapt to this goddamn society. And what are your topics today?
Mine today is fuck your kids.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
well, we don't have a post for that one.
Oh no.
We didn't develop a post for that one.
Yes, we did.
Oh, you did?
Oh. Yeah.
We did. Oh, I didn't see it come up. That's why. That's on Joe.
Yeah. And also, just life in general.
In general?
Yeah, dealing with people.
Dealing with people.
Mm-hmm. So that
fuck shit people, good people, nice people, all type of people.
All types.
Okay.
Ain't nobody exempt.
Okay.
Ain't no color exempt.
Okay.
Just
somebody mess with you?
No.
Okay.
But the world, it seems like it.
The world?
Yeah, the world. Nobody just, I did. I had a little small discrepancy,
Okay.
Somebody actually said, fuck my kids this weekend.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why we on that topic, fuck your kids.
No. It was, that just added to it. But, sometimes you got to excuse, because you weren't really in my presence.
Right.
Kind of said it out of anger.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, somebody said it out of anger.
Yeah. She said it out of anger.
Oh. One of your playmates.
Well, it used to be.
One of your playmates, because we all know Johnny Q dates several women.
That I do.
You know.
I'm like that.
He's single, he says, so he's out here floating his boat.
Yeah. It's hard, but it's fair.
Okay.
So, let's get into your topic.
Okay.
Reset?
Yes, reset. Have you ever felt like you just needed a reset?
Oh, yes. Bunch of times.
Like, I feel like I'm in a reset stage right now.
Okay.
I'm ready to leave the trap.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm going to give myself a year,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm out of here. And everybody who know me know I am a trap queen. I love the trap because I love to dance.
Right.
It's not just all about the men. It's just I really like to entertain.
Gotcha.
I'm really good at it. I've been doing it for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Man, now it's time to, evaporate. And leave while you're still on top.
Oh.
You know, you don't want to leave when you're just dried up.
Right.
You want to leave when you're still getting it.
Mm-hmm.
You still, you know, I want a different path in life. I want a new reset.
Okay. And what brought about this reset?
I'm getting older.
Okay.
And I want to do other things with my life.
Anything,
you know?
Anything in particular that you want to do? Just.
Yeah, to me, even though I've had great relationships while being in a trap, you know what I'm saying? The trap can be draining.
Right.
It can be mentally just fucked up.
True.
Because the shit you deal with in a trap, you gotta be real thick-skinned.
You do. It ain't for the weak.
It ain't, the trap is not for the weak. And I'm definitely strong. You know what I'm saying? I'm not weak.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes you get weak to the money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And the limelight.
And the limelight. Yeah. It's a lot of temptations.
True.
There's a lot of evilness in the trap, a lot of jealousy. You know, and sometimes you just don't want to be around that, even though in the real world, that also prevails.
Yes, it does.
You know, it's like corporate America. You have the vice president, you have the president, you have the CEO.
Yeah.
It's the same way in the trap. Yeah. Is the dancer that becomes popular, is the dancer that makes the most money, and then there are the lower tier dancers that are just okay.
Right.
The bottom feeders. Yeah, the bottom feeders.
Yeah.
You know,
people gotta understand,
because they don't have the skills or the the strength.
They haven't worked their way.
No, they haven't worked their way
yet. Yeah.
You know, sometimes it takes years for you to be like a top bitch is what I'm gonna call it. Right. And then sometimes you come into it and you're just lucky and you just get it.
Get it.
But some girls really don't get it.
Right.
They fall into drugs. They fall into too much alcohol. Because I could accuse myself of this. It had a time I used to drink too much.
Oh yeah. I mean
too much. Like I done crashed cars.
God damn.
I done crashed cars. I've been so drunk one time, I gotta promise you. You ever seen those shows with the big wheel cars and they like going over stuff?
Right. Oh,
I done been so drunk that
the monster truck.
The monster truck stuff. I done been so drunk before, right? Like years ago.
Right.
That I done like hit a curve. My car was like this. On like I was in a stunt movie. Like this. And when I tell you when the car was like this, it rolled on somebody else's car.
Wow.
And then it dropped. And I was like, God damn, what the fuck just happened? What the fuck just happened? I'm like, yo, because when it dropped, it kind of makes you wake up like, okay, you're drunk, but what just happened? And then you're like, oh my God.
Was anybody out there?
No, it was like 6 o'clock in the goddamn morning because you're coming from the trap.
And you didn't hit nobody, did you?
No, I hit no human beings. I hit another car. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, my license plate fell off, so they knew who it was.
Shit.
I didn't know my license plate fell off. I went home drunk, woke up, and then, the cops are there because, the car is in front because I'm so drunk that I'm not realizing that the car then got scraped up. I'm just keeping it pushing. After the car dropped, you would think like I didn't look at I just parked the car, drunk ass went upstairs and slept. Woke up, cops is knocking on the door.
Wow. Did they take you to jail?
No, because at that time the alcohol is not in my system anymore. Okay. So I can say some other story. I could be like, I panicked.
Right.
I panicked. My insurance will pay. I had insurance.
Okay.
And they had insurance, so it was a battle of the insurance companies. And, I paid a higher premium after that. But, those are some of the reasons why, the trap ain't good. I mean, you could get drunk from any situation, but in the trap, sometimes I used to drink to cope with just dealing with the situation. Because men touch you sometimes. It ain't every strip club that men touch you, but you have to get numb to that shit.
Yeah.
So you drink sometime to deal with the shit. Thank God I've never went to drugs.
Right.
Marijuana to me is not a drug. But I've never done coke or pills or anything. Yeah. But I'm not going to lie. One time I tried something. Okay. It was back in the day, like 15 years ago. I think it was ecstasy or e-pills. Which one came out first?
That's it. That's the same thing.
Well, it is?
Yeah.
Whatever. But it wasn't the uppers and the Percocets back then.
Right.
It was the e-pill. And it was like 4 of us. And we seen the pill. And we're looking down at it.
So you had the Blue Dolphin.
That's what it's called?
I mean, that's one of them. That's just a stamp.
All I know, it was the one that's supposed to make you a little horny. So I guess e-pill.
Did it work?
I'm going to tell you right now. So it was 4 of us. And we put the pill down. and we cut it in 4 because it's 4 of us because we scared to take the whole thing.
Okay.
And they say take it with orange juice and all type of shenanigans.
Right.
You know, we were a little younger back then. So I took my piece. She took her piece. Everybody took their piece. And I told everybody, watch each other. Let's see what happens, you know? So one of us, I guess the pill piece was bigger. So we seen how it affected her.
Oh, wow.
Oh, she was just touching herself. She was on stage, and it just looked like she was moving like the moonwalk. And I was watching her like, yo, that shit done hit her.
Yeah.
That shit done hit her. I didn't feel shit.
Wow.
I was like, man, I'm sticking to my alcohol. Fuck these drugs. I've never tried anything since then. But I watched her on stage, and she was just like,
She was really out of it.
She was like swinging on a pole like a ballerina, and she don't usually dance like that. So I was like, oh, it hit her. So she not good for drugs. So she should never do drugs again.
Did she ever try it again?
No, and as far as I know, no. And I've known her till now. She's on my Facebook. She's never done drugs again, and she's never wanted to.
Gotcha.
I think that experience was enough for her.
Wow.
You know, but that's like the reset. Because look, in what world? I mean, in the real world, you could try drugs too, but I just not that world is always there. The drugs is always available.
True.
There's always somebody trying to push drugs on you. The alcohol is okay because that's normal, but the drugs, somebody's always there trying to get you to sell drugs to your coworkers. I'd be like, nigga, I am not your pusher. Does it because it look like I'm the popular one? So I'm gonna get the girl. I'm not trying to have my sisters on no goddamn drugs.
Well, see, I mean, I have to say the same thing for alcohol.
What?
I've seen people abuse alcohol over the years to the point to where, you know, I got a childhood friend right now. Excellent football star. Even though he did have to have a knee replacement.
Yeah.
And after, you know, doing his first college year, to the point to where they told him he was going to have to sit out the whole year to rehabilitate the leg, he turned to alcohol. And there's no lie. No drugs.
No drugs. Alcohol.
I did not believe it when another friend of mine was like, man, our boy down the street laying just flat.
On the floor?
No, outside on the concrete.
Yeah, the floor.
On the curb.
Oh.
No, this was really like up the street on the curb. Like, man, he been getting sloppy drunk lately. You know, just... I could not really believe it. I was like, you know, because if you're an older wino or something, we used to seeing that.
Yeah, but not a friend.
Definitely not no, at this time, I think he was, what, 20? 21?
Wow.
I was like, damn.
It was because he couldn't play?
All because he couldn't play.
So he turned to alcohol.
Turned to alcohol. No drugs, no.
He didn't have a good reset.
No, he didn't have a good one at all.
He went downhill.
Right now, because what? I'm about to be 48, so right now I think which makes him 40, 41.
He's alcoholic right now?
Right now to this day.
Oh, so from that incident in life, he became a goddamn alcoholic.
Yes.
Like, I don't consider myself an alcoholic. Do you know why? Because I don't drink really outside of the trap.
Some people can contain it better.
Yeah, I don't drink outside the trap. Even if I go out with my girlfriends, like if we decide to buy a bottle, like I'm not really big on the drinking outside of work.
Right. But see, I think what ends up happening, people get trapped. Like when it's time for a reset.
Yeah.
You know, I tell people it's a spiritual side of that, and it's a fleshly side.
Right.
Because the flesh gonna fight about what it's used to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, it's just like those...
Like I'm used to shaking this fat ass.
Yeah.
And now when I quit the trap, it'll be no more shaking this fat ass unless I'm on vacation with my friends, just having fun.
Right.
But, you know, because I'm not really a club person.
Yeah. No more limelight. You know.
Yeah.
No more,
limelight is gone.
Fire.
No more fire.
Right.
Showstopper.
Right. You know, because guess what? That's adrenaline rush.
Yes.
You know, it's just like...
When I go to work, it is.
Yes. It's just like the hustle.
Right.
Walking around...
Knowing you about to get this money.
Knowing you're getting some money. Knowing that when you walk in certain venues, people like, damn, you know, this dude look different. You know, damn, he smell different. You know, talk different.
Right.
Now, people done found out exactly who you are.
Right.
But you treat it, depending on your mannerism and what you command, that's how people treat you.
Right.
And so that's a drug within itself.
Right.
A hustler don't even have to take a drug to get that.
Right.
That's a drug. That's a high within itself.
Right.
You are the star.
Right.
a real live superstar could be there.
Right.
But by you being from this part of your hometown,
right,
that superstar ain't you.
Right.
You are the superstar.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's a drug. And then
right.
you got to come back. You got to reset from that
right.
because guess what?
It's not normal life.
It's not normal.
It is not normal life. No. Trappers and hustlers know that path is not normal life. It's the fast money. It's the fast everything.
Yes.
You know? And I want to fall back from the fast life and use all the skills I've learned from that and all my education, because I'm a college girl. Mm-hmm. I decided to trap. I did corporate America. It just wasn't for me at that time in my life. But you see, I'm going to have to go back.
Right.
Because I'm going to try all type of shit. I'm going to get all type of paperwork. I'm going to do CDL. They say it's for men. No, I'm going to do it as a female.
Right.
I'm going to get my real estate license. I'm going to do all type of shit. I'm going to just venture all type of shit.
Now, see, women, men, guess what? That's a good reset.
Yeah.
You just listen.
The reset is me will be a millionaire.
There you go. And guess what? That flesh gonna fight. Boy, it's gonna fight for that trap.
Yeah. Shut up.
Listen, y'all. Hey, listen. I got to admit, it was hard for me
to leave the streets.
Man, listen. If it was up to me, I would have stayed hustling. You hear me? It was almost like old boy on Paid in Full.
Malik
Porter, Malik. Man, he's like, man, I wake up for this, boy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like the MJ of it. You know.
Yeah.
Now listen, you ain't got to be a Frank Matthews. You know, a Rich Porter. You know, you don't have to be that high in status.
Right.
But when you doing it the way you can do it and get it done
and get the money
man, let me tell you something.
Because I'm with someone, my spouse, he used to do the streets and now he has a nice job.
Right.
So he understands when I say I'm time to leave the trap.
Yeah.
And he understands because he already did that.
Yeah.
He left the streets alone and went to the corporate side. So he knows it's going to be hard because he tells me, he said, it's going to be hard, babe. It's going to be hard. But you're going to get it done. You know what I'm saying?
It really is a sign. People don't like to believe it. Some people are going to just naturally leave these things on.
I'm a leader for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm just saying leave it.
Oh, leave. Okay, I thought you said leave it.
Yeah, just leave it. But I have learned it really is a sign of God calling.
For real?
He
well, okay.
Yeah,
okay, Lord.
Yes.
You want to take me out the trap and I'm a trapper queen.
Yes. Because guess what? One designed for these things, no way.
Right.
But see, we placed here.
Yeah.
And we placed here, you know, it's the strongest survive and the weaker perish.
Right.
You know, and that's why I have to thank God for being the forgiving God that He is.
Yeah.
You know. But, you know, we're going to say that.
But give me a high five for my reset.
High five. Now,
you know,
to the next topic, which is
woke.
Woke.
Woke. What does woke mean to you, Johnny Q?
Woke means that you have came across information that you can use correctly, or need to be used correct, or you've been corrected to what's going on in your life. That's what it means to me. Cause I hear some Negroes say, I done heard white folks say, I done heard every race talk about this woke thing. And what I've gathered, a lot of y'all ain't woke. You know.
But they don't want to be woke.
No, listen. It ain't that they don't want to be woke. They are woke to what is sufficient to them.
Understood.
You see what I'm saying? Because the real fact, if it's the real true fact, that's going to put correction upon them and anybody else that's around them, they don't want that type of work.
Okay.
You know, for instance, give you a brother Polite up there in New York.
Okay.
Now I don't know. Allegedly, they say he messed with the minor, et cetera, et cetera. You know, he lives the polygamy life. And guess what? Hey, if a woman can accept it, hey, more power to you.
Right.
You know, I ain't got no problem with that. Now, the only problem I do have with Polite, because he bring in religious quotes from the Word as well as from the Quran to support what he has going on. Therefore, this is what makes me say he's living a lie.
Okay. He's not woke.
No, he's not woke at all. You understand me? Because what he done did was took things out of those books to support what he has going on. It's like the white man said, you know, when he was whooping the slaves, and he said, hey, it's right here in the book, obey your master.
Right.
Was it talking about a master? Yes, but was it talking about a master that would beat his slaves? No. Because in that case, master, let me whoop you first, because it's also in the word, treat those how you
wanted to be treated.
So let me give you these 100 lashes across your face, ass, etc., etc. You take it with gratitude or with anger. Pick either one you want.
Right.
And then when you take them, now let's see if you're ready to really dish this back out to me.
Right.
Because every time you give it, you got to be willing to take it. And I guarantee you'll be like, nah, I don't want to hit him. But I do want you to go ahead and pick this cotton.
Right.
Please go pick this cotton. Can I come up with a fair wage? And that's what I mean by woke. Which woke is it?
Right.
Which woke is people saying, oh, I'm woke today, boy. I know this shit. I'm telling you, I got this, boy. It's popping. Is it something just to fit you?
Right.
Or do you got the truth?
Well, my woke is to fit me.
Okay. Oh, okay. Come on with it then.
Because I woke the other day. I woke up and I called my friend and I said, darling, I said, girl, I had an epitome woke moment. And she was like, what was it? And that's when I was like, I'm supposed to do something else. I'm supposed to go down a different path. And God hasn't specifically told me what it is, but I'm going to try everything until I succeed at something.
Okay.
You know? I'm going to just be woke. I'm woke with everything. I'm woke with what's going on in the world. I'm woke with how people treat me. I'm woke with everything. It's like my eyes just open and it's like I could see more clearly. It's like I could see life. It's like I feel like I'm outside on top of the world looking down and I'm like, now you about to conquer. This ball is about to be yours. You about to take over.
Okay.
Whether it be this podcast go 1 billion goddamn followers and subscribers when we get our YouTube page up and popping, it's coming, you know? Whether it be success to the best, I know it's coming. I've seen it. I've seen it clear as day. So this is why I got to do the reset and the woke at the same time.
At the same time.
Because it's coming.
Okay.
I feel my success. I feel everything that belongs to me is going to be mine.
So he gave you something to replace the other then? That he foreshowed you? He's like, okay, if you that trap, I'm going to bless you with the fruits and labors of life. Goodness. Well,
you know?
Well, see, listen. That is a woke. That's to me what I'm saying is a true woke. You see what I'm saying? Because you're saying, hey, I'm going to leave this place that I'm in. Right. That I already know I didn't even supposed to be. Right. But I do it because
it was great money. Right. And what are we here for in life? To be successful, have enough money to do what you need to do. And I'm not going to lie to you, I'm never, ever going to regret the trap. Okay? Well, I love that shit. It's just time to go soon. You know what I'm saying? I've had many friends in the trap that been left 10 years ago, 5 years ago, been left, got regular lives, got married, kids, and I'm still trapping. Right. People looking at me like, God damn, don't you age? Don't you get fat? Nah, because I was meant for this, you know? So when I leave the trap, I would definitely have to work out a lot, because I believe that's what keeps me the way I am, because I've never did lipo and stuff, so I would have to have a workout regimen, because everybody that leaves the trap, they get real big. They get real big. Okay. And I see them, and I be like, God damn, she gained a lot of weight, but she's still my peoples. Still love them. But when you leave the trap, you aren't exercising that much. You're not doing pole tricks. You're not busting it open. You're not shaking it for the, you know. So that's like a workout. So it keeps you.
So let me ask you.
What?
When you leave this place, you think You think your male friend gonna really be happy? Y'all ready for all that time to be around each other?
It ain't about the time because we spend time together now. The trap doesn't affect my personal life as far as time with my dude. You know, that doesn't affect anything.
But I'm saying you don't
what it will affect is maybe I have more open weekends.
Okay.
You know, I'll be able to do more things like go away on a weekend trip because Friday, Saturday, I'm in a trap. I rarely don't work on a Friday, Saturday because that's my money time.
Right.
You know, that's my money time. And then my spouse will have free time at that time, but I'm at the trap.
Okay.
You know, so, but I'm not worried. My next ventures, whatever, all of them maybe, I'm going to be successful at all of them. Or let's say I have a top 4. Let's say I might be successful at 2, and the other 2 might dwindle away. But I'm going to try everything.
Gotcha.
When 2022 come, they're going to be like, God damn, this chick doing everything. She doing podcasts. She selling houses. She driving truck. She bought a truck company. You know, everybody. She got CDL. I'm doing everything. All this energy that everybody know I got, I'm about to do everything. They're about to see a real superwoman for real.
So you about to put all the energy in the...
All the energy I put in the trap.
Yes,
I'm about to put it in something constructive. The trap was constructive for me.
Right.
I tell you, I'm never going to diss the trap.
No.
Because the trap has done me right.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
It has done me right.
I mean, I have no complaints either.
Yeah. The streets didn't do you wrong. You loved it when you was doing it.
Yeah.
You just know you couldn't do it forever.
No, I couldn't do it forever.
That's all.
Yeah. So, you know, and this what brings us to our next topic, which is
What? You didn't tell me today. I want to be surprised.
Fuck your kids.
Oh, fuck your kids. Oh, God. And I don't think he literally means fuck your kids.
No, he literally did. As a matter of fact...
oh, somebody told you that. No, I'm telling our viewers he doesn't mean fuck your kids.
No, but I'm going to let them know who do mean fuck your kids.
Tell me what happened.
Matter of fact, Joe, play the clip because I don't want people to say I said it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just want to disconnect from... Yeah.
Do you feel the pressure of, I see it all the time, parents will be like, you know, you have a responsibility because kids are watching. You hear that Cardi B had that same problem and Nicki had that same problem. Do you feel that same way, like, raise your own kids?
I feel like I used to, but now it's just like, so? Like fuck your kids. Not like fuck your kids.
That's exactly what you just said.
but like,
you just gave them another headline, Montero. Okay, what agenda is that? The fuck your kids agenda?
It's like we really get one chance to do this, at least to my knowledge. I don't know like what happens when we die or whatnot. So it's like I'm not like about to pander to your kids or you. Like anybody, like even I have to do this with my family members, you know, like because my family members may not always agree with what I'm doing, or like whoever I'm dating, like they may not agree. But it's like I honestly, really, truly want to live by, you know, this is our life.
and fuck envy. And I'm saying that because you grown up motherfuckers did not chastise him the way I done seen y'all try to chastise grown ups on this show. That you ain't even got no business trying to chastise. That y'all can disagree. But I just seen when y'all tried to chastise Boosie. It was almost like y'all was the motherfucking parents because he disagreed with Lil Nas X behavior.
Oh.
So this is why I would say.
Okay. Well, you know, they're going to always come back to the freedom of speech. People can say what they want to say. That's why we have the
now I'm going to say what I want to
rules
say.
in place.
Boycott the whole Breakfast Club and anything that goes with it.
If that's the case, you just giving Lil Nas X more power. Because that's what Charlamagne said. Look, he going to get another headline. He about to get another headline because he said, fuck your kids.
Listen, this headline is really more for the adults. I'm hoping Nas X really learned something. You know, I mean, but I understand his youth. So he can't really grasp what I know right now by even just saying that word. Because your ass gonna be held accountable for that word. You better believe that. I'm talking about the adults. See, he tried to say it in a political correct way. Montero, you just gave him another headline. No, nigga. You got the headline. Because the first thing you should have spent your motherfucking chair around and be like, hey nigga, for real, I allow my kids to listen to you. Now I understand I gotta raise my kids, but Charlamagne, you've been doing these shows and you've been doing good journalism as well as some bad journalism. But you know this man hijacked this position. You know it. And therefore, I'm not really worried about holding Lil Nas X accountable. But nigga, I'ma hold you and the rest of your cast accountable. Because even Angela Yee, who's not a mother, that's the same thing as him saying,
fuck your future kids.
No, guess what? Fuck your family. See, this is why people in the gay community, honestly, this is why it's a division almost. Because half of them really don't support this bullshit that this boy be doing.
Yeah,
see,
it's a little bit much.
Listen, unless you really know them, they really don't want to speak outside of the community. But this is why a bunch of them, and I'm telling you, I've been to a couple of bars where they've been around, and when this subject come up, they don't fuck with him.
Oh, okay.
See, because one, you're not loyal. 2, you're flamboyant. 3, you act so conceited. And motherfucker, you wasn't promoting this from the beginning.
Yeah.
But I am very disappointed.
Because now it's publicity stunts. That's what it is. Publicity stunts.
Yes.
Because he's everywhere now. He's everywhere.
He really feels that way.
Oh.
See, he feels that way. If you looked at the way it rolled off his tongue, because of his position.
Oh yeah, I feel he feels fuck your kids. I felt that through his voice.
So that's why I'm saying I blame the adults there.
But you did hear what he said after. He said, you only get one shot at this.
Right.
So he feel like this is his moment, and he's gonna ride this goddamn wave to the full length of the goddamn tsunami.
Hold on, you know what I want to give? I also, because it just hit my mind, I want to give condolences to A.J. Johnson, one of the top comedians, you know, that was able to bring us much joy through his films. But guess what? You think, know what? You ain't even got to guess. You think A.J. Johnson laid down that night not to wake up again? Regardless of what he was doing?
Right.
And this is what I'm trying to let a young Nas X know. You can go to sleep. And you ain't got to be granted to be woken up the next day.
Right. And maybe that's why he's living to the fullest and doing everything
you ain't live to no you ain't live no damn fullest if you die at 25, 26 his age.
But because
that
you
ain't
can.
live no fullest.
Maybe he's thinking that way. You see how you said you don't know if you're going to wake up tomorrow? So he's living every day like, I'm not going to wake up tomorrow. I got one chance to be a superstar, and I told you I'm going to ride this wave like a tsunami.
If Lil Nas say
that's how he feeling.
Tomorrow, God forbid, as much as I don't like this kid, he would be just as forgotten.
Oh, God.
And I promise you that. You know why? Because they got the next flamboyant person waiting right
Yo, I
behind.
can't. Did you say flamboyant?
Yeah, they do.
But you see, I don't really follow the Nas X situation, you know. But is he gay or is he not? Or is he just doing shenanigans for ratings and sales? Like, a lot of people do it for sales and stuff. But
I really don't.
I just want to know, is he really part of the LGBT or he's just doing what he wants to do?
Or is he hijacking them too?
Oh, maybe he's just a hijacker.
I mean, maybe he is.
Okay.
But I just wanted to bring this part because guess what? You know, these guys and these grown women that's sitting there, when these young
You so annoyed that they let him say that, or they didn't test, or they didn't get on him?
You're grown-ups. Charlamagne ain't 30.
But their freedom of speech. You can't tell somebody what to say.
When Lil Boosie gave his freedom of speech.
Okay, they attacked him.
Hey, not only that, tried to correct him. It took a woman, it took the man who's dressed as the woman, I forget her name, who's on 105 as well. Mm-hmm. She came out there, and he came out there and he simply said, guess what? I don't think, he said, no, he said, I know Boosie, he's not homophobic.
Okay.
Because Boosie said, he repeated what Boosie said. Boosie said, that's any man get up on stage naked, he'll snatch their ass off. Mm-hmm. And see, that let that person knew who was of the LGBTQ community.
Yeah.
That the same thing went for Nas X, it went for the same thing for a heterosexual.
Okay.
And so, when Boosie be addressing situations dealing with Nas X,
right,
that person who's a part of that community let it be known that Boosie just not on him because he's
homophobic. He just don't like the flamboyancy.
That's all it is.
Sidebar.
But guess what? Again, Charlamagne, Envy, Angela Yee. You don't like gays. You don't, and Boosie stuff saying no, it's not that. Because I got fans. Right. I got fans that's part of that.
Right.
So that's absolutely not true what y'all trying to make me out to be.
Okay.
But yet when it's a young adult, and I hope people understand this, that's why I use the word young adult, because I know this young guy don't know it all. I know it.
He still got a lot of life to go.
Got a lot of life to live if God let him live it.
Yeah.
You know, straight up.
Right.
You know, to help him recorrect his ways, I got a bunch of ways to still get recorrected right now. And I'm closer to 50.
You need a reset.
Yeah. I'm closer to 50 than he is to 30.
Right.
So, I know. I'm just disappointed in the adults. When are us as adults are going to start helping these young adults and these teenagers and our youth get things in order better than what we did?
Some people feel it's not their job. Some people feel, I don't want to be a role model. I don't want to, you know.
Charles Barkley said that and damn near lost his whole career.
That he didn't want to be a role model?
And that's all he said. He didn't say fuck your kids.
Okay.
He said, I am not your kid's role model.
Wow.
Had to come back and recant. Now listen, he still stood on that. Right. But they had him come back, readjust that, because he almost lost his whole career. And that's all he said. Mm-hmm. I'm not your kid's role model.
Right. Because some people don't want that pressure on them.
Then don't take the job.
Right. Because remember, I was saying that too.
Right.
But guess what? I rethought that. And I'm like, look, if I'm in a public platform, people are looking at me. People will look up to me even if I don't want them to look up to me. There could be a little black girl watching me right now, a little white girl, Chinese, no matter what, hearing me say, oh, I want to change my life. And, you know, I could inspire somebody else. So I get it. If you're going to take the position, you might have to do the work.
I was in prison. Mm-hmm. And the guy told me, I wasn't really in there acting all foolish. You know, I really wasn't into that. But what it was, he saw certain things that I could voice my opinion on, and I didn't.
Okay.
And he walked up to me. He said, sometimes you the only book somebody will read.
Okay.
He just walked off. I was like, whoa. Like, what?
You're the only book that somebody will read?
Because guess what? Listen. You ever had somebody follow you just by seeing your walk?
Right.
And then notice they try to imitate pretty much the things you do.
Yeah. I have a little niece that loves me.
And that's what I'm saying. You was the book that they read. They was reading everything you did with their eyes. And so therefore they'll take that. Mm-hmm. They'll take those same motions that you do, and they'll go implement them. You know, that surrounding area.
Right.
And whether it be cool, laid back, feisty, or whatever,
right.
you know, however it go. And so, as me and him started talking, he was like, "Listen, man, this is just people.
Right.
People not always gonna pick up a book."
Right.
He said, "Listen, you've been reading since you came in here."
Right.
He said, "But look at the way you walk and the way you talk sometimes,
Right.
and then look around and see if it ain't a couple of these guys imitating that.
Right.
Look at the way you move your hands.
Right.
Look at the way you stand sometimes."
Right.
And when I really got to looking, I was like, "Oh shit!"
You're right, because I'm a book that people read, especially in the trap. Girls be like, "How you do it so well?"
Hey.
You know, where you get all this confidence from? I be like, "My mama and daddy loved me. Okay. I ain't had no issues growing up, no man issues, no daddy issues, no none of that. So when I go to work, I go get my money, and I'm running up on you for my check, and I'm not hesitating. Everybody know me in the trap. I be like, "Don't hesitate.
Right.
Go get it. Don't even hesitate. They know what they're here for. I'm not playing with nobody when they come to the trap."
But see, everybody not gonna have that.
Of course, they're not gonna have that.
But they'll look at you
and they'll be like, "Damn, I
have it."
They will be asking me, how do you develop that?" They always ask me, "How do you develop the attack,
right.
the go to, like the no fear? I'm about to go in this VMP and get my money. He just got 5,000. Like they just don't know, because I have no fear,
right.
and I have. You can't buy this confidence that I have.
For real.
Because my mama and daddy loved me. Yeah. And they told me I was the best thing before the sliced bread, before the apple pie. And I believed them.
Hey,
I believed them.
You better.
I'm the best thing ever.
And my mama wasn't like that. You know, it was almost the direct opposite.
Yeah.
I mean,
you see?
Straight up. But I got to admit, they had praying siblings. And my grandmother and grandfather. You know, my grandfather especially, you know, they both, you know, they were some praying grandparents. And my mother's sister them was. And so I had other good male role models around me that I could piggyback off of.
Okay.
As well as in the streets.
Right.
You know, even the crew I was with, you know, the 201, guess what? It was some real, man, real stand-up guys.
Right.
You know, if I can't say nothing else about 201,
right.
And I mean, it's a lot to say. But the main thing is very stand-up guys.
But I really like what that man said. Say it again.
Sometimes you the only book a person to read.
Woo! I like it.
You know?
What's our next topic, Johnny Q?
Next topic.
Something about those Haitians?
Yes, but I just... I want to say fuck the administration. Fuck y'all administration.
Yeah. America or Haiti?
Both.
Okay.
Both. This is the Haitians coming through the Texas border, if I'm not mistaken.
What?
They I don't know how many.
Look at that.
I really don't know how many made it to the land.
Okay. So they made it over the border from Haiti to Texas.
Right. And
wow.
I thought I was gonna have a clip.
What was that clip? Them sleeping on anything?
Once they got to Texas land.
Okay. Where they get all those tents from? They carried it with them?
Yeah, they carried it with them.
Oh, wow.
You know, now some people just don't.
And they're running from Haiti because?
You know, the hurricane situation was one.
The earthquake?
Was it the earthquake or the hurricane? The hurricane.
Sorry, Joe. I thought it was an earthquake. I don't know why.
No, it was the hurricane, and also remember their top official got killed. Well, got assassinated.
Because I seen the building cracked up.
Right.
It was the earthquake.
Well, so you got to remember, once all that millions of pounds of water, you know, depending on how it comes.
And they just killed the president,
yeah,
right?
That's what I'm saying. They assassinated him. So that's why I say fuck both administrations. And I know people going to be like, America this, America. You are showing people from Afghanistan that We don't know if it's still part of the Taliban or not. Over 300 and some thousand. Loaded up in the plane. Dropped them off up New York City, Ohio.
Designated area.
Gave them vouchers, everything for Airbnb.
Because they've been helping us. That's why. They say they have been helping us for the 20-year war. That's who got out. The people who were helping us. So they claim. Because
they ain't screened no 300,000 people.
No, they didn't have enough time. Somebody got through. A Taliban got through. I know they did. I'm nervous to go to New York or anything because one of those people that got on those planes are going to be a suicide bomber. Watch.
Well, I don't know if they're going to be suicide bombers or not. But this is the part of life I'm speaking of. I don't really care what ethnic background you are.
Okay.
And if you need help, and I have to go to think back on my mind, I'm not too quick to help people now. I am and I'm not.
Okay.
It sounds like contradictory because it is. If God moved me, I just try to go ahead and do it. And I remember it's a famous saying, God said he has the poor with him always. Now y'all consider these Afghanistanians poor. Y'all also consider them running from a havoc situation.
Right.
What do you think these Haitians are doing?
Right.
You're going to respect one end of life, but you're not going to respect the other?
You know why? You know why?
No, I know why. Because y'all still consider them niggas.
Right.
And I'm worthy.
Right.
I'm going to ask God to return the same favor to every person that believe that in the administration, to every person that's walking by, to every person that's living by, and to every person who is still pushing paper. I'm going to ask that God replay that, give you that same thing. You can't sit here and take taxpayers' money and do what you want to do with it for one and not going to do it for the other.
Right.
Every black person and every person in that White House that has just a decent of human being.
Right.
The moment Joe Biden, because Joe Biden did it, he sent the airplanes to Texas.
Yeah.
As they were getting ready to walk through the borders, to jump the border, whatever. They had them right there, already on guard, walking them right to a plane. So this is basically what you see. And I'm sorry I didn't get the clip.
Ooh.
So you jumped it. Once you get on land, Texas, whatever.
You made it to Texas.
Guess what? Them armed guards right there.
Ready to take your ass back.
And guess what? You get right back on the plane. Now.
Wow.
Y'all want to do that for the Cubans.
Right.
Yeah.
Or the Mexicans.
Right. Now, were y'all sending some back? Yeah. This is what I mean by I want people to understand it's a game. You got armed guards, and you got planes. You don't have a plane.
To take the Haitians back.
And now Haitian got through.
Wow. But the Mexicans get through every day. The Mexicans get through every day. I see a lady on the news saying they got through my backyard because she lived by the border.
Right.
And she'd be like, it is heart-wrenching in the middle of the night. You hear people walking because they made it through the border. But they don't have the plane and the armed people there.
No. They don't have nobody sitting there waiting for all these
people. But for the Haitians, they definitely had somebody waiting because they're black.
And this is why I said life, just life in general. You have people working for the administration who do not respect life. Y'all don't respect life because y'all haven't been trained. Y'all haven't broke that train of thought. That trait's still in you. That you still looking at dark-skinned people as a animal.
Right.
You may not say it out loud.
Right, but you're thinking
it's like me saying nigga on the air. If I chose not to say nigga on the air,
right,
and y'all knew my background, y'all be like, oh, he say nigga behind closed door.
Right.
But I can say nigga on that. I can.
Yes.
Because I run it.
Right.
So y'all niggas in the administration of the United States government and the Haitian government, y'all niggas need to get your shit together.
Right.
Because you're going to have to pay for this. I'm willing to go out on the limb and ask God that you pay for it quick.
Karma is a bitch.
Because if this the reward you want to keep giving, Joe Biden, if this what you want to keep doing, then guess what? You got to go ahead and get yours too, bro. And I mean immediately. See, I ain't got time to sit here and play. I come to bring you the news just like L.O.T. did. You don't want these positions of power, get the fuck out the way. It's just that simple. You can't handle it, get your ass off the job. Kamala Harris, as what Judge Joe Brown like to call you, because see, he knew of you back then. Mm-hmm. And the reason I know it got to be some truth in what Judge Joe Brown is saying, because you ain't sued him. Mm. And you can't sue truth. Because if it's on any type of record of what the names or the slander names he called you, mm-hmm. and there's no truth to it, he would have been paid you. You got to get your shit together. You asked for this vice president position. You asked for young women and women to look up as you, not that you just want them to look up to you, but guess what? You can do this too. But you ain't showing shit. I'm going to call a spade, as the great Dick Gregory would say. Ain't none of y'all doing a motherfucking thing.
I'm going to say this. No presidency does a good job. I promise you.
They don't take the job.
They don't do a good job. History have shown us that it's too difficult for anybody to take the job. They want the job, but nobody ever does great.
Then stop taking the job. Just let the country crash.
I was going to be like, somebody has to take the job.
No, ain't nobody got to take it.
You said the country could crash.
Just let it crash and burn. If you white, you still gonna wake up and all you can think about is a nigga and how a nigga shouldn't be here and how you want to pick your own field. Go back to back in the day when cotton fields still being picked and you want to guess what? You've been tricked. You've been duped. Those times are over. You can't get over it. Guess what? Your ass need to go on and crash and burn. Right. If you're a nigga and you just constantly got to blame the white man about everything, and which I know is true. Right. I'm not saying that it's not true.
Right.
Because we see that the position of power is not even. It's not an equal playing field. I'm not naive. But at the same time, if y'all niggas who got this money and y'all ain't gonna do right by the same community you came out of, right. Dr. Dre, you come out of Compton. You ain't got shit to do with USC, Trojan football. Nothing.
Why? Why can't he venture there?
You come out of Compton, you rebuild Compton. Nipsey Hussle put his back into Crenshaw. Why? Because that's where his roots are.
And you see what happened to him, right? One of his own people killed him. So sometimes you got to leave the people behind.
No.
Sometimes you can't bring them with you, or sometimes you can't go back and help your community.
Well, guess what? You ain't left the Afghanians behind. But you ready to leave these line of niggas and Haitians behind.
Because Afghanistan helped us through the 20 years. They did translation. They did all type of stuff to help the Americans when they were there. This is why.
Translate by selling dope.
Right. You
picking up the opium hair run.
Mm-hmm. And I guess that was the package deal from the beginning. You help us. When it's time to evacuate, we help you. I think that was the deal that we don't know about, that was under the table. There's a lot of stuff that we're not going to know about in politics.
That's true.
Unless we run for politics and we try to make the change. You understand? Like you, I can see you being a good politician.
No, because I got common sense enough to kill everybody in there who ain't going to obey me.
Oh, no.
See, I got that type of common sense.
No.
If you betray me, I'm killing you on the spot. You know why?
No.
Because I got the best intentions for every community.
Okay.
I'm not going to do that weak ass shit Obama did.
Okay.
Because I've been seeing it won't work.
Right.
You ain't going to John F. Kennedy me.
Okay.
Not like that. Now, you might can do it right now. You might can do it right now. Because I don't have the CIA and the FBI and all the other task force working for me.
Right.
But I'm not going to be head of a whole task force. And you think because we done had a disagreement and you told me that you put me in the White House and you told me that I better obey you, I'm going to bomb your house right then and there. I'm not going to even play with you. I'm going to kill you on sight and everybody else who believe in what you believe in. See, and that's what's going on. And again, I'm back to the same message I just said. Mm-hmm. Do not take this position if you know your punk ass gonna be scared. I remember one time back, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. We was about 20. Mm-hmm. No, I said that wrong. No, it was the first move. We was 18. I had been waiting to go on this lake.
Lake?
lick. You know, we call it lick. You
Oh
know,
yeah, the lick. It's like
So,
when I catch a bag
yeah.
of money, I got a quarter lick at the job.
And at the same time, I had a heart of compassion. You know, the associate told me, he said, "Hey man, hey, it's going down.
Okay.
You better be ready."
Let's strap up.
And they still completed the move.
Okay.
But where I supposed to be, and I won because I froze up.
Okay.
And,
Young.
And I'm gonna show you something. It wasn't just being young. It was this. I did not want to really treat them how the treatment went.
Okay.
But the treatment had to go that way.
Right.
And the others knew that. It had to go that way. Because if not, it was going to be a whole different angle.
Right.
I didn't understand that.
Right.
I asked for a position that I really wasn't ready for.
And you froze.
And I froze. And this is what you're seeing from every other candidate.
Right.
This is why we're having these problems.
Right.
I don't care if you're Republican, Democrat, liberal, independent. The ones that should have been in there, we keep running from.
Right.
This is why we're still having these problems.
Well, that's why we got to vote. That's the only way it's going to happen if we vote.
Y'all done voted for the last 25 years and
Yeah.
that's shit.
Well, voting is what
20,
counts.
I know. I ain't got nothing. Hey, listen, the Republicans.
Joe is trying.
Joe
Our
ain't
president
trying
is
nothing.
trying.
Joe is old. Get your ass out the way.
Oh my God.
It's time to go, Joe. It's time to lay
Our
it on
engineer
down.
name is Joe too. He's laughing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just keeping it real. Get your ass on out the way.
Uh-oh. We got a caller at the end of the show.
Welcome to L.O.T.S. Where you calling from and what's your name?
My name's DJ and I'm calling from the UK.
Okay. Well, you actually called at the end. We're only here for an hour, but we're going to let you get it in. Go ahead and tell us what's on your mind, DJ.
I'd just like to let you know that my life is amazing. I get drunk quite a lot. My girlfriend lets me piss in the sink and she doesn't even care about it. She lets me have threesomes with ladyboys and watches. It's amazing.
Is this the one that put it on his
This
wife's
is
book?
our ranter. I'm going to call you the ranter.
No, this him. This the one that put it on his wife's boobies.
Yeah, I know. This is the ranter. I like him.
That's you, right?
He calls off topic every time. Hey, Mr. Ranter, Mr. UK.
How you doing?
I'm great, Mr. UK. This is our regular caller every week now. He's
Yes.
from UK, and he likes to talk off topic,
Yes,
but
he do.
we're learning to like Mr. UK.
Joe, you all right. We glad you called the show. But unfortunately, you called at the end. We're going to have you at the beginning of the show next Tuesday.
Next time, call a little earlier.
And Joe, do me one favor.
We're out from L.O.T.S.
Make sure you be on topic next time, all right?
Yeah, okay.
All right, Joe.
Later, Joe. We got a lot of Joes.